Hey, what's up, guys? It's Morgan and Angie from The Shift, and today we are talking about how you may have been feeling judged by your appearance. We have all felt that from one time to another. And this month, because the theme is talking about struggles with your identity and trying to be fully you, a big piece of our identity is how we present ourselves, how we look, how we dress, if we have tattoos or whatever. And so this is something we really wanted to hit on because it's certainly a way that we can feel very suppressed in our life as people pleasers, wanting everyone around us to be happy. If society presents a certain kind of way of looking as bad, we may feel like we can't really fully express ourselves because we're worried about what everyone's going to think of us. So, Angie, you want to give us some examples?
Yeah. I remember as a little girl that I played with Barbie dolls, and the Barbie doll, beautiful, thin body, and long, straight blonde hair or brown hair. Typically it was blonde, at least when I grew up in the 70s. And so I remember as a little girl, I would stand in front of the mirror, and I had curly hair, and I hated my curly hair. Oh my gosh. And I literally would stand in front of the mirror, and I'd get a comb and I'd try to make it straight, just like my Barbie dolls. And I would say, I hate you. It was bad. And I'm like, where did that come from? And this is really, I didn't even have any idea what I was going to say about this, but I also remember growing up, and my dad had Playboy magazines in our closet where we kept our vacuum cleaner. And I would look at these magazines, and again, the vision of this perfect looking woman, right? And so that it created a lot of shame, like, oh my God, I'm fat, and I don't have this ideal body, and I'm stocky, and I'm not this slender, thin female. So that was the start of shame. And then because my dad wasn't very affectionate, again, I put on that the belief that, well, he doesn't love me because I'm not pretty enough or whatever. And that's probably enough to say, but I do have one more little quick example. Fast forward, I'm in a relationship with the first love of my life, that was my husband, and that we ended up marrying. And he'd been away to Spain for 6 months. And I was so excited to see him. I went to meet him at the airport, and when I was walking up to his gate, and he came out, and I had worn a dress, and I don't usually wear dresses and that kind of thing. I was really excited to see him. And the first words out of his mouth when he approached me was, "Have you gained weight?"
Oh.
And it felt like a knife. It really did. I was so devastated. And I've always remembered that. And honestly, I've had a lot of shame around my body. And so our looks are so personal, Morgan, that it's just, oh my gosh, this is another way that women are controlled, is to get them to think that they need to be thin and beautiful and just a certain way. And we've got you controlled, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing those examples. I know that in my life, like I definitely felt like I was kind of raised with this idea that like you have to dress a certain way, you have to be a certain weight, and like you can't really be happy, or you shouldn't be happy if your body doesn't look a certain way. And that's so painful, and especially like as a teenager who's like already crazy insecure, right? And
Right.
going to school every day with a bunch of other insecure people, and all your insecurities are just rubbing up on each other, and just like that struggle of just like never feeling good enough, like with respect to my body and my looks, and trying to do more makeup, trying to do different things with hair just to try to not feel like judged or less than or whatever, is such a struggle that so many women can relate to. And so thank you for sharing
You're
that.
welcome. Thank you.
So we recently introduced you guys to our favorite holistic healing technique, which is EFT, or tapping. And we love that technique. So we'd love to do a few minutes of tapping on this topic. If you're not familiar with how to tap, we have a video linked in the description below that teaches you how to do that. But you can totally just jump in with us right now, and all you have to do is follow along and repeat after Angie. So this is going to be awesome.
All right. So go to your karate chop point. Again, keeping this at a high level about how you have felt suppressed by your looks. Okay, take a deep breath and close your eyes. Allow yourself to get into your body. Be present with your body. Even though I don't feel like I look good enough. And then just repeat after me, either in your mind or out loud. I love and accept myself anyway. Even though I feel that I'm too fat, too thin, and then fill in the blank with whatever that you feel like you are not enough of as far as your appearance is concerned. Too old, too wrinkled, too much cellulite, you name it. Like whatever that criticism is and that judgment, fill in the blank. I love and accept myself no matter what. Even though I feel ashamed of my looks and that I don't measure up, I deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. Okay, now you're going to start to tap at the beginning of your eyebrow point. I don't feel like I'm good enough. Side of the eye. I don't look good enough. Under the eye. People are going to judge how I look. Under the nose. They're going to decide whether they like me. Chin. On how I look. Collarbone. That seems so shallow. Under the arm. But maybe that's how I judge myself. Top of the head. Maybe I harshly judge my appearance. Wrist. And that's what I believe others do too. Back to the eyebrow. I feel too fat or thin, whatever your case may be. Side of the eye. I'm getting too old. Under the eye. People won't love me as much when I lose my looks. Under the nose. People won't love me because I'm not pretty enough. Chin. Maybe I'm too simple looking or plain. Collarbone. Maybe my body doesn't meet the standards of society. Under the arm. Maybe men or women won't be attracted to me because of my body. Top of the head. This body shame. Wrist. Too fat or too thin. Eyebrow. Too wrinkled or too much cellulose. Cellulite, whatever. Side of the eye. I'm just not good enough. Under the eye. I don't look pretty enough or acceptable enough. Under the nose. This body shame. Chin. I put so much stock in what others think of my appearance. Collarbone. And I don't know how to escape this prison. Under the arm. This body shame prison. Top of the head. I'm suffocating in this not enoughness. Wrist. All this body shame prison. I acknowledge it now. Okay, eyebrow. I acknowledge how I feel. Side of the eye. It doesn't make it so. Under the eye. I don't have to believe my thoughts. Under the nose. I have these very harsh thoughts. Chin. But what if they weren't true? Collarbone. What if I could give myself a little bit of self-acceptance today? Under the arm. What if I could turn down the volume in my head of these negative thoughts? Top of the head. I choose to turn down the negative thought volume. Wrist. And to receive a little bit more self-love today. A couple more statements back to your eyebrow. I choose to accept myself 5% more today. Side of the eye. I choose to appreciate all the things my body does for me today. Under the eye. I don't have to just accept this body shame. Under the nose. The first step to change is acceptance. Chin. Just by accepting my body doesn't mean it's going to stay this way forever. Collarbone. Just by accepting my looks doesn't mean that I'll never change them. Under the arm. I choose to love and accept myself as best I can today. Top of the head. I choose to love and accept my looks as much as I can today. Wrist. And I know I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be in how I look. Eyebrow. I am a unique creation of this universe. And it's all good. Okay, and rest your arms. Notice we didn't have to do a full round to stop. So.
Yeah, perfect. And with tapping, just try to assess after doing the tapping. You may notice that you feel a lot more calm, especially for people who are very empathic and maybe don't even know it. This technique is extremely effective. So thank you guys for being with us today. We hope you feel very honored in your feelings and with your struggles and know that you're not alone. We'd love for you guys to join us on our new private Facebook group on Facebook. It's called The Shifters. And what it is it's all about women being empowered over from people pleasing to empowered connection through holistic healing. So if you'd like to be a part of that group, we'd love to support you in there and allow you guys to support each other. So please check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe because it really helps our channel grow and get this love out there into the world. So thank you, ladies, and we will see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.